Welcome to our American Autopsy. Before we start, a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the result of the election yet, turn away now. And ask your closest relative to shoot you in the back of the head. This has been the biggest decision of maybe the last 50 years, maybe since the Second World War. I don't know about you, but any time I hear that there's a big decision to be taken, I often think to myself, oh, I hope no Americans are involved in taking that decision. I hope no one from a country that made 7 Fast and the Furious movies has any say in this. Donald Trump sort of looks like someone playing a president in a porno. It's not just that he's the worst person for the job, he might be the worst mammal. Would you have bothered with the hair if you had his face? If your face looked like a novelty jug that was made in a secure unit pottery class. People were saying, oh, he can't build a wall between America and Mexico. The Mexicans have started building it themselves. Trump alienated the Republican base. There were Republican politicians who didn't vote for him. Those are some of the worst people in the world. How can you lose them? There are people who didn't vote for Trump who would have voted for Magneto. He said a lot of mad, racist and sexist stuff that would have got you fired from any other job. Just imagine, you get called in by your HR and they go, sorry, Larry, you've said a lot of mad, racist and sexist stuff. You can't stock timber anymore. The only job you're now qualified for is President of the United States of America. People say, don't they, say, well, Hillary was the best qualified candidate ever. She was Secretary of State, she was First Lady, she was an attorney. That's not the problem. Peter Sutcliffe was an excellent truck driver. It's the attitude. Hillary Clinton, I'm trying to think of something positive to say about her. I suppose, for a granny, she was quite good at email. If my granny had even seen a laptop, she would have tried to toast a sandwich in it. Maybe we just have to accept Americans are irrational. Well, this is a country of people who not only don't have health care, they don't want health care, and they're angry if someone offers them health care. This is a country of people obsessed with their teeth. Obsessed with their teeth, don't care if they'll ever die. And say what you like about British people, we don't judge anybody by their teeth, unless they're a child refugee fleeing a war zone.